सही रास्ता गलत रास्ता कुछ नहीं होता, रास्ता रास्ता होता है, उस पर चलना होता है। कुछ लोगों के पास बहुत ही खूबसूरत जूते होते हैं उस रास्ते पे चलने के लिए, कुछ लोगों को नंगे पैर चलना होता है। पॉइंट ये है कि चलना सबको है। आप किसी और के जूतों को देख के जेलस होंगे तो आपके पैर पे ज़्यादा चुभेगी। सबकी सुनो, अपनी करो, और ज़्यादा एडवाइसेस मत लो, इट विल ओनली कंफ्यूज यू, जस्ट डू व्हाट योर हार्ट सेज। अगर एक हार्ट रेट मॉनिटर देखेंगे, इंसान जब जिंदा होता है तो वो मॉनिटर अप एंड डाउन नहीं होता है, फ्लैट लाइन तब होता है जब इंसान मर जाता है। सो डोंट लेट योर ड्रीम्स डाई, फील ऑल ऑफ दोज अप एंड डाउन्स एंड गो थ्रू दैम। कभी अपने प्यार पे शक मत कीजिए, कभी अपने मेहनत पे शक मत कीजिए, इट विल ऑलवेज कम बैक टू यू, always. You just have to keep at it. All of us are energies, and the kind of energies that Daji holds is something that I'm extremely attracted to. Is something that really brings a certain sense of calm and peace in me. Creation itself is an extremely inward journey. That's why babies are born inside and not outside, you know. So point of being a creator is to journey inwards, but the point of being in an industry of creation is to be out there and be outwards.
Welcome to Kanacast Season 2. I am Kritika Krishna, and today I have with me a very special guest, Ritwik Bhaumik, जिनको बहुत ही ज़्यादा प्यार मिला है अपने कैरेक्टर राधे के लिए इन बंदिश बैंडिट्स, और अभी उनका सीजन 2 भी रिलीज हो चुका है, यानी बंदिश बैंडिट्स का सीजन 2। वेलकम टू द शो ऋत्विक।
थैंक यू फॉर हैविंग मी।
कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है, आपसे बात करके हमेशा अच्छा ही लगता है।
आप कान्हा शांतिवनम में दोबारा आए हैं, दूसरी बार?
हाँ, ये दूसरी बार है। हाँ जी।
सो कैसा लग रहा है, लाइक द सेकंड टाइम, एंड हाउ इज इट डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट टाइम यू केम हियर?
I'm feeling a tad bit more familiar now. अभी पहचान बढ़ रही है इस जगह से, और होपफुली ये जगह मुझे भी पहचानने लगेगी धीरे धीरे।
क्या बात, सब पहचान रहे हैं आपको, पूरी दुनिया पहचान रही है आपको, कण कण आपको पहचान रहा है।
That's so sweet, thank you.
So you're originally from Kolkata?
No, I'm Bengali.
You're Bengali.
I was born in Maharashtra.
Okay.
I grew up in Bangalore, and now I'm in Bombay.
Okay, so couple of
places, yeah.
घाट का पानी, कुछ घाटों का पानी पिया है।
जैसे आजकल फिल्मों में कहते हैं पैन इंडियन, वैसे रहा हूँ मैं।
ओके, तो आपकी एक्टिंग की जर्नी की शुरुआत कहाँ से हुई?
बचपन से ही, एट द एज ऑफ 9 आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग थिएटर, बट फिल्मों से ही रही है इंस्पिरेशन। तो ज़्यादातर फिल्में देख देख के बड़े हुए हैं, एंड एवरीबडी इन माई फैमिली आर लाइक ह्यूज फिल्म बफ्स। तो बचपन से फिल्में देख रहे हैं, वही इंस्पिरेशन रहे। एंड एट द एज ऑफ 9 आई वाज पुट ऑन स्टेज फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम, एंड तब से लेके आज तक परफॉर्म ही किए जा रहे हैं।
क्या बात है। सो लाइक यू डिडंट गो टू कॉलेज or did any conventional education per se?
I did, of course I did. I was doing Bachelor of Arts,
okay,
and I also did my diploma in Stanislavski acting.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, but you were very clear कि acting में ही जाना है।
हाँ जी, बचपन से।
क्या बात है।
At the age of 13, I had already told my mother that this is the profession I want to pick up, and funnily the reaction that she gave me was कि she knows. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing to be in a family who supports you.
That's true. It truly is a blessing.
Yeah?
That's true. Yeah.
Acting is such a volatile field कि लोगों को, family को लगता है कहाँ जा रहा है भाई।
I feel the film industry could be a volatile field, but acting on the other hand is extremely calming.
Yeah. And to just be a support on that
so
journey
important.
is
so
important.
Yeah.
जिसको हम कहते हैं इकिगाई हमारा होता है, वो आपको शायद बहुत पहले मिल चुका है।
हो सकता है। हाँ जी। I'm sorry, I'm not aware of what Ikigai is.
Ikigai is a tool which basically helps you figure out कि आपको करना क्या है जीवन में, what's the purpose of your life, and what makes you feel happy doing every moment.
Yeah.
So generally, like there are 4 circles, and vision, mission, you know, what you like to do, what you're good at, where all of these things combine, that's your Ikigai.
हाँ जी, ये clarity तो बचपन से। हाँ जी।
तो ये भी अपने आप में एक blessing है, I believe.
Yeah.
जी, तो एक्टिंग की अपनी कुछ यात्रा के बारे में बताइए, स्पेसिफिकली दिस कैरेक्टर राधे, हाउ डिड you know tell us something more about that.
So I was doing theatre. बॉम्बे आने के बाद भी आफ्टर आई फिनिश माई एक्टिंग स्कूल आई स्टार्ट वर्किंग एज एन असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर, बिकॉज आई रियली वांटेड टू लर्न डायरेक्शन, बट माई पेरेंट्स सेड कि भाई एक चीज़ पढ़ लो, या तो एक्टिंग पढ़ लो या डायरेक्शन पढ़ लो. सो आई स्टडीड एक्टिंग एंड आई स्टार्ट वर्किंग एज एन असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर. एंड आफ्टर अ फ्यू years I made a few friends who just constantly kept telling me that if you really want to act, you've got to audition. And we started auditioning, and one of the auditions was for Bandish Bandits, and fortunately, thankfully, with the blessing of God, I landed up the part, and it happened to be a show that talks about classical music, and also a show that put me in the same frame as one of my biggest inspirations to act, Mr. Nasiruddin Shah. So it just came as a blessing. Yeah.
आपकी आवाज़ को ऐसा सुन के लग रहा है कि आपने क्लासिकल म्यूजिक सीखी होगी.
मुझे सिखाने की कोशिश ज़रूर की है मेरे ट्रेनर ने, बट क्लासिकल म्यूज़िक से मुझे प्यार ज़रूर हुआ है, बट म्यूजिशियन नहीं बन पाया हूँ मैं अभी तक।
कुछ गाना चाहेंगे?
नहीं थैंक यू। इतनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले ली है हमने राधे राठौड़ प्ले करते करते कि आई डोंट वांट टू ब्रेक दैट मिथ एनीमोर। आई डोंट वांट टू बर्स्ट दैट बबल।
लोगों को सच्चाई पता चल जाएगी।
जो दूसरे सच में जी रहे वो सही।
पर आपने इतनी खूबसूरती से जो वो किरदार को निभाया, ऐसा लग नहीं रहा है कि आपको नहीं आती होगी।
थैंक यू, दैट्स रियली स्वीट, थैंक यू।
कैसे हुआ वो
एक हमारे ट्रेनर है अक्षत पारिक, हु इज अ वोकल कोच, सिंगिंग कोच, एंड ही हैज बीन ट्रेनिंग मी फ्रॉम 2018। दैट वाज द फर्स्ट टाइम द सीजन 1 स्टार्टेड, दैट वी स्टार्ट प्रेपिंग फॉर इट। तो अब 6 साल हो चुके हैं आई हैव बीन ट्रेनिंग विद हिम, सो एंड आई हैव बिकम अ ह्यूज फैन ऑफ क्लासिकल म्यूजिक नाउ। तो प्यार करते करते म्यूजिक से धीरे धीरे उस किरदार को समझ में आ रहा है, बट सिंगिंग नहीं हो पा रही अभी तक।
So you want to learn? Or
I'm going to continue, yeah, definitely.
Oh, wow.
Like in Heartfulness we do meditation. I also do think my first experience with meditation was through classical music, and
wow.
We always start our classes with 30 minutes of meditation, and then we go into the vocal practices. So वहाँ से शुरुआत हुई थी, and now we are at Heartfulness, we are at Kanha, and the practice of meditation that happens here is also extremely fulfilling. And by fulfilling I do not mean materialistically fulfilling, but there is something that हर इंसान के अंदर होता है जो खालीपन होती है वो हम पूरा करने की कोशिश कर रहे होते हैं।
and the one piece,
that piece in the puzzle, and I'm lucky that I'm able to find it here, and I'm also able to find it in classical music. And today fortunately I also happen to know that Daji himself is a huge fan of classical music.
Yeah.
तो बड़ी प्यारी बातें हुई उस बारे में। तो yeah.
How did you come across Heartfulness?
एक मेरे बहुत ही करीबी दोस्त ने मुझे इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया Heartfulness से, and she and her family have been practicing this for years, and after I got to know about it I got very intrigued, and I really wanted to experience it for myself, and once I'm here now I would like to believe I'm a part of it myself. Yeah.
Wow, so you have been like practicing, enjoying the meditation,
yes,
the experiences,
absolutely enjoying for sure, but I wouldn't be able to articulate it in words what exactly is the feeling, because it's beyond enjoyment, you know. I don't know how to, there's some sort of satisfaction, there's some sort of fulfillment, as I was saying, that this practice is bringing, and thank God for that.
Absolutely. वो एक ऐसा रस है जो जब कोई चखता है तभी पता चलता है। Correct. उसको बता नहीं सकते शब्दों में।
Absolutely, yeah, it's very tough to articulate it. Yeah.
So before this, like, did you have any kind of other spiritual practice which you used to follow, or I would say anything which anchored you in all in your journey so far?
No spiritual practice as such. I've definitely grown up in an extremely religious family, so we did the puja part and etc. And Bengalis love doing Durga Puja. So every time I looked at Durga Ma, I felt a little spiritual, or if I may call it that. But I definitely felt connected to a higher realm, a higher power. That was my example of what it could be, what it could mean to be beyond a human being, you know, and to be in the arms and the grace of God. But beyond that, I had no knowledge, no experience. I didn't know what spirituality was. I didn't know what it could mean to a person. So I definitely did not feel anchored. But fortunately, from my childhood till today, and I still believe so, I believe that movies is something that has kept me anchored. Films are something that have kept me anchored. Stories are something that have kept me anchored. And thank God for storytellers who tell us the right things and always bring us to the right path by different characters and different situations that we don't live in, but we can imagine them, and we can find our truth in them.
Yeah. So what's your process of getting into character?
I don't really have a specific process. I at the age of 21 studied Stanislavski, and after that I also happened to read about Meisner. I happened to read about Stella Adler's method. But after having read all the methods, and after having read everything about most people have to say about acting, I've realized that there is no specific method. Everybody has their own method and everybody has their own process. But there's one thing that I truly believe that everybody can use, is the idea of belief. If you believe you can become that character, if you believe that you are that character, that's good enough. And to get that belief, there are many ways to get there, and those ways are called the methods and processes. So I think every character is a different process, and every actor has a different process. So I don't really have a specific one, no.
So while you are into the character, you are that. How do you come out of that character?
I don't think I've ever come out of every character 100%, like fully come out of it. You carry it. I feel like we give a portion of ourselves into the character, and we take a portion of the character within ourselves, and we carry that with us, and hopefully we take the right portions, and we should have enough wisdom and enough maturity to understand which is the portion that you need to keep and which is the portion you need to get rid of, because so far, thankfully, most of the characters I've played have taught me something, and everything that stayed with me are the ones that have really left a positive impact on me. And आप कितना भी अपने आप को कह दे कि मैं निकल चुका हूँ किरदार से पूरी तरीके से, and probably also because I'm novice and I'm a very new actor for me to like switch on and switch off like that, but it stays with me, and what I really enjoy about character staying with me is that it teaches me things, and I'm glad that it does that way. And आज भी अगर मैं कह दूँ कि मैं भूल चुका हूँ, but the moment you'll say Radhe, I know that a cell in my body would definitely turn into that character again. So it's
तो imagine करिए कि अभी आप 30 सेकंड के लिए राधे हैं, how would you behave?
बस इसी तरीके से बस इसी तरीके से genuinely, because you started off the conversation with regarding Radhe Rathore, and that really brought in something within me, and I know that minus the language, because he doesn't speak in English a lot, but this would exactly be how he would respond to things,
very authentically, and you know, as he is. So अभी तक की journey में, like, has there been any obstacle or major challenge you know, that you kind of came across, and how did you overcome that?
Journey in career,
life
also
in general,
on a daily basis we already always going through some obstacle, or like overcoming them on every second, you know, like but those obstacles, I believe, are something that we term them as obstacles and look at them as obstacles, and that's when they turn into obstacles. Otherwise they could just be opportunities to learn and grow, and that's what I've understood, and that's what I've really imbibed right now in me, because the more I look at problems and obstacles as or situations and challenges as obstacles, I know that I'll start like degrading myself as an artist, as a person, and so on and so forth, because that really takes a toll on you and definitely puts a lot of mental and emotional pressure on you. But the moment I look at a challenge and I feel like, oh, I've got something new to learn, something to overcome, and like validate myself about, because if I overcome this challenge, then I'll feel like I've achieved something. So it excites me. So now I've turned that fear into excitement, and that excitement keeps me going.
राइट आपकी जो अभी लेटेस्ट हाल ही में वेब सीरीज आई पिकल फैक्ट्री, उसके बारे में कुछ बताइए, आपका क्या रोल है उसमें?
पिकल फैक्ट्री में जिस किरदार को मैं प्ले करता हूँ उसका नाम है देव, एंड इट्स अ सिटकॉम. तो बड़ा ही प्यारा कैरेक्टर है. ही इज सपोज्ड टू बी द लवर बॉय इन द शो, एंड ही फॉल्स इन लव विद द प्रोटैगनिस्ट ऑफ द शो हु इज रनिंग अ बिजनेस विद हर नानी, एंड इट्स अ वेरी स्वीट शो. इट्स अ वेरी स्वीट सिटकॉम. इट्स अबाउट अ फैमिली रनिंग अ पिकल फैक्ट्री, एंड we did this show like 4 years back. To 2020 we had shot this show, and we never thought that we'll see the show again, because it never came out back then, and now that it's out, we're so excited to be watching it. And by we, I mean the entire cast. We have this WhatsApp group that we keep talking on, and everybody's so happy that it's out, because it was something that we really enjoyed making, and comedy is something that I really crave to do, and I'm glad that I had gotten an opportunity back then, and hopefully after seeing this I'll get more opportunities to do comedy. So yeah, I'm quite happy about it and excited.
Yeah. आपने कहा था कि जब भी आप कोई कैरेक्टर करते हैं तो उसका कुछ हिस्सा आपके अंदर रह जाता है
हमेशा. हाँ जी.
और पिकल फैक्ट्री में आप प्रेम में पड़ गए थे उस कैरेक्टर के साथ, तो क्या रियल लाइफ में
तो मैं हर रोज प्रेम में पड़ा रहता हूँ.
नहीं, मेरा पूछने का मतलब कुछ और था.
हाँ जी, आपके सवाल का जवाब तो बहुत जल्द ही आपको भी मिल जाएगा और बहुतों को मिल जाएगा. But I'm always in love, and not only from that character, and I'm fortunate enough that most of the characters that I've played have had an angle of romance and love in it, and because I truly believe that love is the fuel that this world is running on, and so I'm glad that I get to play characters that fuel out of love, and that speak about love, and that experience love in the shows and the projects that I do. And I've been fortunate enough to be experiencing that myself also in the past couple of years, and hopefully it'll come to its complete fruition soon.
Absolutely. So you know, there are so many people who aspire to kind of act,
हाँ जी,
है ना, पर उनको सही रास्ता नहीं मिल पाता है कभी कभी, एंड स्ट्रगलिंग होती है जिंदगी, ऐसा लोगों को लगता है. So what any piece of advice you would like to give to people who would like to act, whether they are, so you started quite early, like at the age of 9, but let's say if somebody wants to start at 30, तो आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे उनको?
Excuse me. टू थिंग्स, सही रास्ता गलत रास्ता कुछ नहीं होता, रास्ता रास्ता होता है, उस पर चलना होता है। अब कुछ लोगों के पास बहुत ही खूबसूरत जूते होते हैं उस रास्ते पे चलने के लिए, कुछ लोगों को नंगे पैर चलना होता है। पॉइंट ये है कि चलना सबको है। आप किसी और के जूतों को देख के जेलस होंगे तो आपके पैर पे ज़्यादा चुभेगी, और आप किसी और के रास्ते पे चलने की कोशिश करेंगे तो आप खुद को ही अड़चन में डालेंगे। तो जस्ट वॉक ऑन योर पाथ एंड हैव फन. And there's this fantastic filmmaker that I used to love. His name is Ram Gopal Verma. And I remember watching this interview of his in early 2000s where he was asked, would you like to give an advice to all the new filmmakers who want to go ahead and make movies, because you've been such a figure of independent cinema and interesting cinema. And he had said something which has stayed with me. He had looked into the camera and he had said, please do not take anybody's advice. That's the only advice I give. And I stick by it. सबकी सुनो, अपनी करो. और ज़्यादा एडवाइसेस मत लो, इट विल ओनली कंफ्यूज यू, जस्ट डू व्हाट योर हार्ट सेज.
श्योर, बट स्पेसिफिकली इन दिस लाइन ऑफ फिल्म्स एंड सिनेमा एंड लोगों को लगता है कि एक रास्ता है जो सीधा नहीं है, टेढ़ा मेढ़ा रास्ता है, कभी भी कुछ भी हो सकता है. कभी आप you can shine, kabhi you can fall, kabhi again you will shine. So that's why people say that it's a rasta of struggles. तो आपका क्या कहना है इस बारे में? Like, do you see struggles as struggles? You have already said that obstacles as opportunities, but how do people navigate, and कब तक किसी को try करते रहना चाहिए?
जब तक आपका दिल खुश हो इस चीज़ से कि आप ये करना चाहते हैं, the moment you stop falling in love with what you do, please stop doing it. But if you continue loving it, you have to keep on doing it. And I don't remember who had said this, but I had heard this and it made so much sense to me. कि हर चीज़, ज़िंदगी भी, करियर भी, हर चीज़ में अप एंड डाउन होना चाहिए. क्योंकि आप अगर एक हार्ट रेट मॉनिटर देखेंगे, इंसान जब जिंदा होता है तो वो मॉनिटर अप एंड डाउन नहीं होता है. फ्लैट लाइन तब होता है जब इंसान मर जाता है. So don't let your dreams die. Feel all of those up and downs and go through them.
Yeah, and because I mean there's a side of life wherein you have to kind of live on a daily basis, sustain yourself.
Absolutely.
You have to make money.
Absolutely.
And then there is passion.
Yeah.
So how do you really balance between them? And most of people kind of उनके dreams इसी में ही चले जाते हैं कि making ends meet. Sometimes
I have been lucky and privileged that I'm making ends meet with my passion. I'm doing the job that I've always wanted to do, and I'm putting food on the table to the family and for myself by doing the job that I've always wanted to do. So I do believe that I'm sitting in a position of privilege to be answering this question. But at the same time, I would also say that I also come from a middle class family. I don't come from financial privileges, but what I do come from is the privilege of love and privilege of sustaining that love. I've always loved the movies, and I've loved it so much, and I've loved it from the bottom of my heart that it has loved me back. तो कभी अपने प्यार पे शक मत कीजिए, कभी अपने मेहनत पे शक मत कीजिए. It'll always come back to you. Always. You just have to keep at it.
Sure. Yeah. And also just do it.
And just do it. That's it. करना ही होता है. सिर्फ
हमने नाइकी की टैगलाइन चुरा ली यहाँ पे.
हाँ जी, that's true. That's true. Just do it. Yeah.
Okay. How to really know if you are in love with something?
Oh, I have no idea. I really don't know. That's a very good question, actually. I don't know how to specifically answer that. But again, as I said, I've been fortunate that I've had a feeling, a gut feeling, a feeling in my heart since I was a child, and since I've seen this film called Bazigar in 1993 on my television. I just looked at the screen, and the first feeling that came within me was that I want to be there. That's what I want to do. That's the world I want to be a part of. I want to be in stories. I want to play characters. And तब से लेके आज तक वो थॉट रह गया है बस. I've always lived with this thought. I've always wanted to continue basking in the glory of this thought. And it has just stayed with me. And उसी चीज़ को मैं प्यार कह रहा हूँ, उसी चीज़ को मैं प्यार बुला रहा हूँ. Somebody else might feel love in a different way, but I feel like consistency in wanting something and consistency in wanting to do something for the person or the project or anything that you look up to or look forward to, for me is the love for that. And हाँ जी, तो exactly आप कैसे पता करें कि are you in love with this or not? आई थिंक अपने आप जवाब मिल जाता है. बिकॉज अगर आपको अंदर से अगर जवाब मिल गया कि बस अब और नहीं, समझ लीजिए प्यार ख़त्म हो गया. सच में इन एवरी वे. whether it's with a human being, whether it's your love for what you do, or anything, like love in general, gives you the power to be consistent, gives you the power to keep moving forward. The day you run out of it is when you'll know that you're out of it completely.
Right. Yeah. आपने कहा बाजीगर में आपको देखकर ऐसा लगा कि क्या देखकर ऐसा लगा, किसको?
पता नहीं, I was just watching that film and I was in awe, and I was watching that film with my mother at home, and we had just finished lunch, and we had this, my mom and I used to always watch a film while eating our lunch, and Bazigar was playing on Doordarshan, and I mean, 32 years down the line, I'm on Doordarshan doing Pickle Factory, Destiny, but it was playing on Doordarshan, and the film got over, and in the climax, SRK's character passes away, and I started wailing, I started howling, and I was crying, and my mother came up to me and she said, "What happened to you?" I said, "Shah Rukh Khan mar gaya." Then she had to explain to me कि नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता, he's an actor, वो किरदार play कर रहे, वो कहानी है, so on and so forth. And that impact of somebody telling me that he's going to come back, and like we feel like only when we are an adult we understand what death is, but many times children grasp it in a very early stage without really understanding what it is.
Karan Arjun में वो वापस भी आया.
Karan Arjun में वो वापस भी आया था, and that was one of my favorite films back then also. Thank God. But yeah, so after my mother explained to me that what this world is and what it's like, it really enamored me. As a child, it felt like a graphic novel opened up with me and all the characters popped out of it.
How young were you?
I must have been 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
ऐसा लगता है ना, यहाँ यही सही है.
हाँ, ये तो एकदम सही है, ये तो
absolutely
मार खा के फिर वापस आ जाएगा, ये तो बढ़िया है. So yeah.
All right. So who has been your greatest inspiration so far?
Different people at different stages. Greatest inspiration, I feel like, as I said, Khan Saab's performance in that film left such a big impact on me that I became a huge fan, and I followed all his work and everything he ever did. And more than just his work, also the person that he is and the kind of orator that he is has really is somebody that I really look up to. And I love how he speaks, the kind of things he stands for. He's become the icon for hope for everybody, and that's one of the nicest things to stand for, as a public figure. And a very few film personalities have been able to do that, so I love that. But there are plenty actors, including Naseer sir, and on top Naseer sir, because not only because I worked with him, but because as a student of film also, I've realized the contribution he's had for cinema, and also after having worked with him, even more so because of the kind of person he is and the kind of things now I know about him and how giving he is, not only as an actor but as a person, as a teacher, because the core of that man is of a teacher, so he inspires me a lot. And yeah, so many more, but yeah, as of now, these 2 names.
Right. अभी आपको राधे के रोल में काफी सारा प्यार मिल रहा है. So how do you ensure that the success doesn't get to your head?
Because I was fortunate enough to taste success a tad bit early in my career, and my first project became such a big hit, which was the season 1 of Bandish Bandits, and it's been 4 years since then. And in these 4 years, if there's anything that I've learned, is to not how to not keep it at your head and how to not let it get to your head. And thankfully, it has worked so far, and thankfully that lesson has remained with me. And
how do you do that?
वक्त के साथ साथ, time is the best teacher. So time taught me, people taught me, experiences taught me. There is no one specific way of learning this. You have to just go through the grind to understand this. And I've been fortunate enough to have a sense of self where I can teach myself things. And also then again, I just watch movies that teach me the right things. And yeah.
So the learning continues.
Always. And it always shall. Yeah.
It always?
It really shall continue forever. Yeah. It should never stop.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to these days?
Oh, I'm looking forward to so much. I'm looking forward to a new year that has begun. I'm looking forward to the unknown, because you never know, not only in this industry, but even as human beings, you never know what tomorrow holds for you. And earlier I used to be scared of it. Now I'm excited about it. As I said, I've turned my fear into my excitement now. So I'm looking forward to every single day that I'm going to spend in this year and from here on, and what it holds for me, because life has been exciting. Life has been surprising. And I'm just glad I'm living in the times that I'm living in. So
you met Daji here at Kanha.
Yes.
How was that experience like?
Again, I don't know how to articulate this, but there is something so calming about being in his presence, and calmness and peace is something that I really crave. I really crave for it, and I feel I've spent time with him twice. yesterday and today. And in just those 2 moments, I'm feeling like I want to go back there. I want to sit around him, even if I have nothing to talk about, even if he has nothing to say. I just want to be in the presence of him. And I know it sounds all mythical and fantastical, but it's just about energies. All of us are energies.
Right.
And the kind of energies that Daji holds is something that I'm extremely attracted to. Is something that really, really brings a certain sense of calm and peace in me, and that has been fantastic. And we had conversations about plants, we had conversations about music, we had conversations about life and books, and he's also given me 2 books to read, so I'm very excited and looking forward to reading them. And he's also released this new book called The Power of Paradox, and paradox is something in life that I've been toying with the idea of, and I've been trying to understand what it really means. And it's coincidental that I've spent the last year thinking about it. Oh. And here I am reading a book that he wrote, and it's called The Power of Paradox. And this is the first time that I did not look at paradox as something that confuses me, but something that can strengthen me.
That can empower you.
That can empower me. And I've just started reading the book. I'm extremely excited to keep at it and understand everything that's there. And it's giving me a lot of clarity. And that just shows the kind of writing that he has in the book, just shows the kind of thinking he has, just shows the kind of clarity he's had. And hence, he's Daji, and hence, Heartfulness is what it is. And I'm glad that I've come here. I've gotten the book, I'm reading it, I've gotten to meet him. I feel extremely lucky, very privileged, and I feel like a special human being after having met him.
What was the paradox you were thinking about last year?
So many, especially to do with our career, the film industry is a place where we employ artists, and artists are introverted people, and artists are people who would like to, they're supposed to, because we have inwards journeys. And we always have to find what we are trying to express and speak and what we are trying to say within ourselves. And it is because we feel so much within ourselves is that we have so much to say, we have so much to express, and hence we can create the art that we create. Creation itself is an extremely inward journey. That's why babies are born inside and not outside, So the point of being a creator is to journey inwards, but the point of being in an industry of creation is to be out there and be outwards, and that's a huge paradox. And I do not know.
Absolutely.
It's so difficult to maneuver between the two. And that is one of the things that I've just been thinking about for so long. And here I am reading the book called The Power of Paradox. So now I'm not confused by the fact that paradox exists. I'm actually looking to be empowered by it now.
Beautiful. एक तरफ creation आपके अंदर हो रहा है, आपने कहा, और दूसरी तरफ आप content we create कर रहे हो on social media, so that people can look at it. So integration of the inner with the outer, and a lot of these things which we juggle with. Beautiful. Yeah,
and it's always been this way since the beginning of creation. At least from, like, I can speak about our industry, the filmmaking industry. From day one, we've given the privilege of being a face in the society, become a public figure, get all the money that you want, get all the fame that you want by being a creator. But we thrust upon that fame and that money and that everything. But that does not mean that we are forced upon. We want it, we enjoy it, we love it. But at the same time, our core is not that. That is not where we started creating from. So that churning is fun, but that churning can also make you extremely confused, can also like throw you off a little bit. But hopefully by reading The Power of Paradox, I'll start learning how to find the power in it.
Great. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ritwik, for being with me on this show.
Thank you.
I hope जो भी आपने share किया है वो सबके लिए बहुत useful होगा.
I hope so.
And yeah, I'm sure about it. So all the very best for your future endeavors. Thank you once again.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of KanaCast. Do subscribe to KanaCast on YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. Until the next episode, from the entire KanaCast team, namaste and goodbye.